What's going up, guys? It's Impre from Gaming, and today I actually turned this on the fastest. Oh my god! I turned this to fastest speed, so I restarted it to see what it's like because I got trapped down in somewhere I couldn't get out. This is slightly a different game. This is actually quite a weird game. It's now literally weird. I Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. It still looks, to me, it still looks like an amazing graphics. So yeah, welcome to History with. Today I've got no one again. Mum's staying somewhere else, so. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, maybe terrible graphics, but. Or supposedly terrible graphics, because this is on the lowest grade, this is on fastest. So it's meant, so as you can see, it's running smoothly. But oh god. Is it different? It really is different. I just created a wrong tool. I hate myself for doing that. I can't believe I just created the wrong tool. I always do this type of stuff. That's just thinning down. So the bigger trees get a smaller hole. No. So yeah, history with. Let's go on with. Actually, I've been amused by a YouTuber recently called Scrubs, who tells stories. Let's actually tell a little story in history with. It's to do with my school. So this story, it's about me when I was in school. This is in primary school, by the way. Not primary school. This is in secondary school. Why did I say primary? In secondary school, I was one of those nerdy kids, but also slightly, not slightly, heavily influenced by Mosher. So I was a nerdy Mosher, basically. And I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And what I used to do, well, when I was younger, I used to love the music, like, it's now rocker music type stuff, old school rocker music. I don't know how popular it is with people nowadays, but I used to listen to the artist Avril Lavigne, and one of the songs I liked from her is Skater Boy. I still listen to that today. It's still a great song. But me, a nerdy type mosher, non-common actually. As uncommon as you guys think it is, it's actually quite not. It's actually quite a common sight to see a nerdy mosher. The uncommon part is seeing a nerdy mosher who actually likes hanging around with people that aren't the same type of music fans. And that's what my life was. So, craft a wooden sword. That's stone. I want wooden. Just one of those. So, as I said, with being a nerdy mosher, there was one thing I was always good at. sitting there and just relaxing, not having a care in the world. And if someone went to me, "Oh, why are you like that? You should be doing this, this, this," I'd turn and look at them and go, "Why?" 1 second, guys. But this isn't about that. This is about time when, in my school, I got a friend to go in the STR because my teacher wanted to be sarcastic and made a bet with me. Ooh, I took that bet straight up and I won it. His comment to me was, I remember this so well because it's so funny. He goes, I was early in school because that's what the type of kid I am. So I went, I actually said his name, so I've got to think of a different name. Mr. Downton. Let's say Mr. Downton. I can't remember a teacher with that name, so if someone goes, "Oh, you said my name, it's so and so," so I don't care. I don't know who you are. So Mr. Downton sat there and he made a wager with me. I went, "Mr. Downton, if I can guess, do you want to do a little bet?" And he went, "What?" I went, "Can I guess your first name?" And he goes, "Go ahead." So bearing in mind, my 3 brothers and my dad have all been to this school. And they knew a lot of people. And so they knew this teacher's name. I got told it on several occasions. I got told his first name. Bearing in mind, this is a teacher who later on made one of my friends, with one of his actions, he made one of them leave school. She actually just up and left school. Nothing bad, it's just what he decided to do. And my friend was not happy with it. But basically, I sat there. In England, in my school, you have punishments. The punishments are, you can go to the STR, which is let's see. STR, best way to describe it. It's a room where if you have never been in trouble, you wouldn't know what it is. That's all I can describe it as. But if you've ever been in trouble in my school, you know it's one of the only places you want to be sent to. Reason being, when you go to the STR, teachers say it's a punishment, but students, including myself, basically, we all took it as, you know what, we can get out of lessons doing this. So my teachers, let's just say my teachers weren't that bright at figuring out that was a good punishment for the kids. So I sat there and the teacher was like, "Go ahead, guess my name," and I was like, "Okay." My this guy is my head teacher, by the way, this twin time. So also he has served, and what I've been told just made me laugh once I found out. So when I found out his real name, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those immature kids that'd go, "Nah, it's funny, his name." Once I found out his name, I laughed craft a stone square. Oh, stone square armor. And basically, I know this is going over normal, but basically I laughed when I found out his name. And this guy, because I'm ginger, he went to me. Yeah, one of the girls basically annoyed me, so I've had issues with him back and forth. But as I said, another story. That's if this is good. My teacher basically just sat there and went. I said his name. Let's go with a different name. But due to his name, he actually did leave the army. That's all you gotta bear in mind. He left the army because of his name. The name, I'm not saying his real name, so I said I'm using a different name. Basically, I was told the story that he got laughed out of the army because of his name. Bearing in mind, once I found out his name, I also laughed. So, taking that into intuition, it was my fault. All this, literally, I can't fault him. I am to blame. I was stupid. I hold it on. The stupid part about it all is, though, I sat there and I went to him, told him his name. The name I'm using is Paddington. Paddington, we're going to use. And he sits there and he goes... So, normally when you get into trouble, you have two warnings. You have the SDR and then you have the quiet room and then you have the SDR. Quiet room, you stay in there for one day. For like one lesson, an hour or something like that. SDR, you're in there for the entire day. I have been in the SDR, so I will tell that story at a different time as well. But basically, before you ever get into the quiet SDR, you always have to go to the quiet room. You have to be in the quiet room, have a warning, and then have another, and then get sent there, and then you basically are forced, if you make the same mistakes again, you're forced to go to the SDR. So, go in the SDR, and basically he looked at me and he went, we had a little chat, he looked at me as in shock because I got his name right, and he went, his words, bear in mind, I was in stitches laughing, and this did not help my cause. Basically, he went to me, do you want to go to the STR? I went, why? He went, well, I went, no, not really, because I knew I had art, and I love art. And he went, then don't tell anyone. And yeah, I basically was in stitches for the rest of the day, because I knew he was in flusters when he heard me say his name. But yeah, as I said, that's all I got time for today. Any more stories like that, I might be able to find some, might be able to see if my mum and or anyone else has got stories similar to it, and we could have that going on, because it's fun to look back at how things have changed from the past to now. But anyhow, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.